What's up, nerds? I hope your Halloween was productive and your Thanksgiving will have a minimal amount of pain. This is Dragon Keeper 96600. We are back to watch more Transformers Cyberverse. I almost said Robots in Disguise. Old habits die hard. Anyway, once again, we're going to have a double feature tonight because I am bad at planning and because both episodes, once again, were dropped in Daily Motion at the same time. These episodes actually first debuted weeks ago, but only on some kind of, like, video sharing app and not on TV. But now they've both aired on TV, I think. Or maybe they haven't. I haven't actually kept track of what airs when. But we're going to be watching Sabotage and Teletran. Or Teletron X. Or Teletron the 10th, maybe. However it's pronounced, we're watching both of those tonight. So let's start right away with the first episode, Sabotage. Or should I say, the 9th episode. I've been backtracking a lot in this video. Let's just watch. Okay, so. Well, it looks like Shockwave's on Cybertron. He's spying on them all the way on Earth.
Excellent. I will deliver Windblade to you. Dispose of her as you see fit.
Thank you, Shockwave. And the other Autobot?
How is he gonna deliver Windblade if he's on Cybertron?
I'll use it to enter his mind and show him what he truly is. A Decepticon.
yeah, okay. First Megatron, then Shockwave. What is it about Bumblebee that makes them so desperate to recruit him? I mean, he's tough and everything, I guess. That Stinger Patch and punch, but he's not that great. Like, they're willing to kill one Windblade, but keep Bumblebee? That's a new character I want to see in the Travis Knight film. Bumblebee. Why does this mountain look like me?
Must find King of the Dinosaurs. That looks like the face of a king.
That's a French bulldog.
No, that's a horse.
Ah, screw it. I don't see any kings at all.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
Sure, I've met a king
I was
before.
just wondering why this series takes place on Earth, and honestly, that horse joke might be worth it. Hey, Windblade, did you hear anything, like, incredibly suspicious happening exactly where you are?
In the name of Primus? It's still functioning.
You think as a city speaker she'd have some sort of way to block out interference like that? Maybe?
What's going on? Why can't I get back in?
She's been blocked out of the patch!
Wear crowns, right? Here's Starscream wearing a crown. That can't be it.
Starscream wasn't wearing a crown because of a coronation like in the original. He went through some kind of costume party.
Why are you talking to
He
me
wore the
like
crown
that?
for months.
Because we are friends. I enjoy your company.
Okay.
Do not
Yes.
be afraid.
This car can fit so many memes in it. She's just smacking him.
Oh, okay.
Autobots, at last, our long journey has proven successful. Teletron 1 has detected the Allspark in a nearby uncharted system.
Hey, it looks like Drift is with
the
them.
moment we have waited for.
He's got a new paint
Go to your
job.
stations and begin preparations for retrieval. There can be no mistakes.
I'm looking at you, RC. You're always doing shit. She's like, whatever.
They've discovered the location of the Allspark. I'm sending you our coordinates.
Excellent work, Bumblebee. I look forward to seeing the Autobots' faces when they realize their beloved scout is a Decepticon spy.
Oh yeah,
Disable the Arc.
this is totally a legit memory because Bumblebee absolutely joined Megatron after he ripped his voice box
Live to
out,
serve.
and several centuries went by.
What was that?
But it doesn't make sense.
I'm telling y'all, it's
Everything's
Sabotage! Sorry, I couldn't resist. And he can remotely pilot their ship? God damn, he's way more effective at catching Windblade and Bumblebee than the Seekers have been, who've been chasing them around for at least a day. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time has passed over the past few episodes, but my guess is not that much.
What? No. Scrap. Beam.
Well, fuck. The Seekers are totally superfluous. Shockwave could conduct this whole world from home, like he's the computer in that one
Shockwave has
movie
control of
that
the
I forgot the
ships.
name
He's
of.
bringing Windblade to us.
No flying away this time.
Would you like to play a game? Thermonuclear
Did you see that?
War.
I
I
betrayed
don't
the
remember
honor.
that movie. I know a bunch of you are going to type in the comments like, the movie's
That
called
was not the end.
blank,
of the memory.
you uneducated
You
peon.
must remember the rest of it.
No! I don't want to see any more of that!
In order to understand, you must remember.
Yes, Bumblebee, you must understand what I wish for you, my friend. She puts her hand directly on his crotch and he's like, okay, I'm uncomfortable for two reasons now.
Behind you, Rack and Ruin.
Rack and Ruin are fused together in this version. Whoa!
Hey there, Wheeljack.
You want to tell me why I saw you shutting down energon filtration on engines 5 and 7?
What? When?
You caused these explosions! I'm calling up!
I'm gonna mess you up, buddy boy! Yeah, Shockwave, that's not really helping him understand why he turned traitor.
Is that Wheeljack?
Is it?
What? What? So Bumblebee as a Decepticon is just as bad at lying as Autobot Bumblebee.
No! Wheeljack! How could I? I really am a traitor.
Yes, you are.
And that is why we are friends, because I am not surprised about this information that there is no way I could have known before this. You're a gullible idiot, Bumblebee. I mean, friend. She puts her hand in his mouth, and he's like, oh! Well, that's going to be appearing in fan art now. I can see people furiously writing notes about all the possibilities.
I would never do that.
You did do that. You have forgotten who you truly are.
I don't know.
Remember.
And tell us, just who was it that so cruelly attempted to deactivate you by pushing you out into the cold abyss of empty space?
It was him!
He's pointing at Mirage, and Mirage is like, oh, come on! Why does this keep happening?
Dastardly kind of villain in our midst. We thought he was one of us.
By the way, Bumblebee, the king of the dinosaurs you've been looking for, yeah, he's pacing pompously right in front of you.
A Decepticon.
A little to the left, actually.
Bumblebee, we find you guilty.
Which direction looks like left to you?
The penalty is deactivation.
All hail Megatron!
So you can get guards to let go of you by doing that. Doing that.
I have my orders.
How did I remember that if I ran out?
Any way I like.
Surprisingly, that is the least inconsistent part of this whole thing.
Land on.
R2-D2, where are you? Ha! Well, so much for that.
Will do.
Maybe I should have done this instead of super kinky fanfic fuel whip. Again, they're probably... If Shockwave could take control of their ship, they probably should have asked for it as soon as they took it. Optimus Prime acting like a slasher villain. Maybe he should have started with this, so that Bumblebee would be more suspicious of Optimus. Not that I want to give Shockwave ideas, but, you know, I'm just saying. What?
Bumblebee, now that we are alone, we can discuss our next step.
Our next step?
We have kept our cover long enough. It is time for us to rejoin my friend, Megatron.
Oh, bullshit!
After
Did you originally craft this this memory for Megatron to fact to?
Optimus would never do that. I would never do that. None of that was true.
You're bad at lying!
Logical.
I neglected to account for your illogical faith in Optimus Prime.
Shockwave? But where's Windblade?
Windblade is sustaining heavy damage from this ship's
I don't think
cannons.
Shockwave actually knows what
I will
logic
spare
is.
her if you provide the location of the Allspark. Comply immediately.
Scrap this.
You should have started with that instead of the fake memory shit. And he can just pull that out at any time. Why couldn't she? This episode makes no sense. I'm very disappointed in this media that's aimed for children from ages 8 to 11.
Comply immediately.
There is no way to stop this thing.
B, remember that red button I told you never to push?
Oh, we're finally getting to the red button. What's it do?
Push it and get out of there. Push it now.
It hits hyperspeed, but since he's pointing down, it ends up just going through the planet. Oh, it's a self-destruct. That seems like a safe thing to leave within the edge of a twitchy guy with both amnesia and a short-term memory span, without telling him what it does.
We've lost our ship, and you can't get back into your memories. How are we going to find the Ark now? I don't know what to do, B.
I'm just glad to have you back, Margaret.
Well, this is a series changer because they can't do any more memory reading. So now the action has to totally take place in the present. I am kind of happy about that. But yeah, I feel like this episode had like a really strong premise, but one that was kind of, when it came to the execution, it faltered. It made no sense that Shockwave is this powerful and yet hasn't taken direct steps to apprehend the Autobots earlier. And like, this could have a story explanation, like maybe Slipstream was embarrassed that she couldn't do it herself and didn't want to bring Shockwave in, so there could have been a rivalry there. Maybe, like, they needed to actually, like, find the ship and get in contact with it before they could give Shockwave the ability to control it. Like, I don't know. They could have said any of that, but they didn't. And also, Shockwave's plan itself, like, why was he trying to trick Bumblebee into thinking he was a Decepticon? Like, obviously, he would be horrified by that explanation. He seemed to go into an entirely illogical way for someone who's supposed to be the straight-laced one. It could be that Shockwave doesn't comprehend emotion, which seems to be what it is, but even he seems bad at logic too, so it just seems that Shockwave sucks, which, like, the fact that he could take over the ship and easily get Windblade captured seems to imply that he doesn't suck. And couldn't he remotely prevent the ship from blowing up? I don't know. There's like a million plot things that don't make sense. So yeah, but I do like what happened at the end, that they lost the ship and the cortical psychic patch. So now, like, the game has shifted, which is good. I'm moving my hands around a lot. I think I actually just remembered that there's 18 episodes in this season, so this is episode 11, so yeah, it's not quite, it's a little past the halfway point, but I think this is the right moment that they should change up the series formula, because they should be building up to some kind of finale, though I can't say at this point what it will be. Like, maybe, judging by some of the episode names, I guess the finale will be finding Grimlock, and then Chapter 2 is the next step after that, which means there'll be a lot of meandering around. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll find Grimlock sooner than I think. But anyway, this is Dragon Keeper 96600, signing off.